Hi students, in the previous class we discussed about the various waves that are propagating in a transmission line called as the waves which are moving exactly injected values from the sending end side and will be moving towards receiving end side called as incident voltage, incident current. Until otherwise the disturbance is occurred, this will travel against a Z0 impedance, characteristic impedance called Z0. Whenever the disturbance is appeared on the transmission line, then this incident voltage will be splitted into or will be divided into two parts, as one component will be reflected to backward side and other component will be moving towards in the forward direction called as refracted. Now in today's class we will see how much amount of fractional voltage will be reflected and how much amount of fractional voltage will be refracted out of the incident voltage and incident current called as reflection coefficient and refraction coefficient terms. So today's our class topic is reflected coefficients and refracted coefficients. Okay, reflected coefficients and refracted coefficients. And also in the last class discussion it is very clear that the resultant magnitude of the voltage is equal to the summation of incident voltage and reflected voltage, whereas the resultant current is the summation of incident current and reflected current. Always remember that the small f letter indicates for forward or incident, whereas small r is representing backward quantities or reflected quantities, and capital R resultant or refracted. This is the terminology. Okay, these are the three letters what we are going to use in our notations. So E capital R, E resultant is equal to summation of forward and reflected. I resultant called as I refraction is equal to summation of incident current and reflected current. Also these voltages ER/IR, EF/IF, E small r, I small r can be represented as per Ohm's law against their impedances, as EF is equal to IF into Z0. Okay, and ER is equal to minus IR into Z0. Why minus symbol? Because it is moving in opposite direction against Z0. And next, E capital R is equal to I capital R into ZT, because ZT stands for terminated impedance, which acts as a disturbance for the transmission line. Then we can write this ZT as ER by IR, E capital R by I capital R, which is equal to ZT. The meaning of this is EF plus ER, I am substituting these values, divided by IF plus IR, the ratio of these two will be equal to the terminated impedance. This IF and IR can be written in terms of voltages as per this Ohm's law. This is Ohm's law, this is Ohm's law, and this is Ohm's law. Substituting as per Ohm's laws, the currents IF and IR can be written in terms of voltage and impedances as EF plus ER divided by IF value is written as EF by Z0. IR value is written as minus ER by Z0, whose ratio will be equal to ZT. For further simplification, if you take LCM and simplify for this, we can write that as EF plus ER by EF minus ER by Z0 is equal to ZT. So that we can rearrange the terms and we can write this as EF plus ER by EF minus ER is equal to ZT by Z naught. If you check simply what I have done, I took the Ohm's law ER is equal to IR into ZT, and I am trying to write all the current substitutions into voltage substitutions, so that entire terms will be voltage terms. EF, ER, EF, ER in terms of their impedances ZT, Z0, so that I have removed or eliminated the current terms, small i's. Small i's are eliminated. Finally, I got the ratio of the summation of the voltages to the difference of the voltages as ratio of the terminated impedance to the characteristic impedance or surge impedance. Rearrange the terms. What exactly you want? Exactly what we want is how much voltage is reflected back, ER. The reflection of the voltage at a disturbance point is equal to some reflected coefficient which was happened for the voltage called as rho V times that of the incident voltage EF. Understand carefully. Actually, the incident voltage EF will be injected into the transmission line. Whenever this EF voltage is injected into the transmission line, until otherwise the disturbance is not occurred, it will be moving in the same direction. Whenever the disturbance is appeared on the transmission line, immediately this EF, some portion of the voltage will be reflected. What is that amount of that portion? That amount of the portion R, amount of the fractional voltage is represented by its coefficient called as rho V. Then I call this rho V as reflection coefficient defined for voltage. Rho always indicates reflection. Suffix V represents voltage. Therefore, it is a voltage reflection coefficient. My objective is to get the formula for this rho V in terms of characteristic impedance of the transmission line and terminated impedance of the transmission line. That Z0 and ZT are known prior for us for doing analysis. Thereby, this rho V is to be calculated. For that purpose, I will rearrange the terms in the cross multiplication, so that I will write this as EF plus ER into Z0, which is equal to EF minus ER into ZT. For further simplification, we can write this as EF Z0 plus ER Z0 is equal to EF ZT minus ER ZT. Bring all forward quantities to one side and reflected quantities to the other side. Then we can write them as EF quantities on one side, ER quantities on other side. If you rearrange them, then we can write this as, first forward quantities I am writing EF ZT, bring this to this side, minus EF Z0, which is equal to reflected quantities lying on the other side is ER Z0. Bring this term to this side. We can write that as plus ER ZT. Yes. Taking the common parts, EF of ZT minus Z0 is equal to ER of ZT plus Z0, so that ER by EF is equal to, rearranging the terms, we can write them as ZT minus Z0 by ZT plus Z0. As I told you, reflected coefficient or reflected voltage is equal to reflection coefficient rho V times that of EF. I mean to say that ER by EF is equal to rho V. ER by EF is equal to rho V. Here we got the ratio ER by EF, which now I will call it as rho V. Finally, the formula for the reflection coefficient of the voltage is equal to ZT minus Z0 by ZT plus Z0, where ZT is the terminated impedance which was occurred in generally at the load side, and Z0 is the characteristic impedance of the transmission line. So rho V is obtained, and our next step is to calculate rho I. Otherwise we will be finding out first all terms of voltages called as rho v we calculated, tau v we will calculate. Means our next calculation is refraction coefficient for voltage, which was denoted with letter tau v. Tau v. This we are going to derive now. Okay. Refraction coefficient for voltage called as tau v. The meaning of this tau v is defined as the ratio of the refracted to the incident. Refracted to the incident. Tau v is equal to ER by EF. ER by EF. Then what is this tau v? How to get this tau v? As we know that the resultant voltage ER is equal to forward voltage plus reflected voltage. And also we proved in the previous first step that reflected voltage ER is equal to rho v times that of EF. Then I can write this E capital R is equal to EF plus rho v into EF. How we got this? As this is the definition. Like this I substituted. Then E capital R is equal to EF times that of 1 plus rho v. Okay. Then bring this EF to this side. You will get the required ratio. What is that? E capital R by E small f is equal to 1 plus rho v, which was identified to be tau v. Yes, tau v is defined as ER by EF. ER by EF. Finally, the transmission coefficient of the voltage tau v is equal to 1 plus rho v. What is 1 plus rho v value? 1 plus rho v value is Zt minus Z0 by Zt plus Z0. Zt minus Z0 by Zt plus Z0. Simplifying this, what we get is, taking the LCM, Zt plus Z0, this is Zt plus Z0 plus Zt minus Z0. Yes, the tau v value is now getting cancelled. For this we can write this as 2 Zt by Zt plus Z0. Yes, very important. This is equation 2. Equation 1 is rho v. Equation 2 is tau v. So rho v is reflection voltage coefficient. Tau letter always indicates transmission or refraction. As I told you, transmission or refraction or resultant, three of them are same. So transmission coefficient of the voltage tau v is equal to 2 Zt by Zt plus Z0, whereas reflection coefficient of the voltage is equal to Zt minus Z0 by Zt plus Z0. Up to this now we calculated the coefficients which was reflected and which was refracted in terms of voltages. Similarly, we have to calculate in terms of currents also. So mean to say that we have to find out still rho I and tau I. What is rho I? Rho represents reflection, I represents current, reflected current coefficient. Next, tau I. Tau representation is for refraction, I representation is for current. Then I can call this as current refraction coefficient or current transmission coefficient. So let me get that rho I and tau I separately. So to get this rho I, the thing is, what is rho I definition? Rho I is equal to define this rho I, we require the reflected coefficient, reflected value of the current in terms of incident. In terms of incident, IR to be written in terms of IF. That is, rho I is equal to, as per definition, IR by IF. IR by IF. So IR value is equal to rho I times that of IF. Rho I times that of IF. So we have to get here reflected value of the current in terms of incident current with its coefficient called rho I. Then E capital R, we got the value of I reflected somewhere called as I reflected is equal to minus ER by Z naught, minus ER by Z naught, so that IR is equal to anyhow E capital R by I capital R is equal to Z naught, and we have all these values. As simple as that, I'll take it from this formula itself, the basic formula. E capital R by I capital R is equal to ZT. I'll be trying to simplify from here itself. So the magnitudes are expanded to be as E small f plus E small r by I small f plus I small r is equal to ZT. Here EF is equal to IF Z naught plus ER is equal to minus IR Z naught, and these are written as IF plus IR. The ratio is to be written as ZT. Then Z naught is taken as common. You can write this as IF minus IR by IF plus IR is equal to ZT by Z naught. Just simple mathematics we are doing here. Cross multiply and rearrange all the forward and reflected terms to the either sides. Then you can write this as IF Z naught minus IR Z naught is equal to IF ZT plus IR ZT. As I told you, reflected and forward quantities are taken to one side. Then we can write them as IF of Z naught minus ZT is equal to IR of ZT plus Z naught. Then rearranging the ratios to get the definition of this rho I. What is rho I? IR by IF. Bring this IF to this side. Then we can get this as IR by IF is equal to rho I, which is equal to rho I, which is equal to IR by IF is equal to rho I, which is equal to Z naught minus ZT by Z naught plus ZT. Very important, which is equation 3. We can correlate this rho I with rho V. We can correlate this rho I with rho V. Let us see how. What is that? As rho I is equal to Z naught minus ZT by Z naught plus ZT, we can rewrite that as rho I. We can rewrite that as rho I, which can be written as minus rho V. I mean to say 1 plus rho V. Let us do that. 1 plus, what is rho V value? Yes, this is rho V value. Its value is equal to actually, to have a correlation, what we can do is, finally we got first equation, second equation, third equation. I want to correlate this rho V with rho I. Yes, this is ZT minus Z naught by ZT plus Z naught. How to correlate with this? Just if I multiply this with minus, then I will get this correlation. Yes. So what I mean to say is rho I is equal to minus rho V. Just verify it. If I multiply with minus symbol to this rho V, I should get rho I. Yes, this is rho V. This is the magnitude. I have to multiply it with minus. Whenever that is multiplied with minus, then I have to get with rho I, as this value will become Z naught minus ZT, because I am multiplying it with minus, divided by ZT plus Z naught. If you check it, the same thing was appeared here. Z naught minus ZT by Z naught plus ZT. Yes. Thereby, the relation between the reflection coefficients of the voltages and currents are rho I will be equal to minus rho V. And next, let us get the same. Let us get the same relations for tau V and tau I. Tau V and tau I. Before getting the relations from tau I and tau I, let me go for the voltages. This is rho V and this is tau V. Is there any relation between this rho V and tau V? Yes. What is the relation? The relation is tau V is equal to 1 minus rho V. 1 minus rho V. So that minus will be get cancelled. Yes. tau v is equal to 1 plus rho v. This is the relation. Let us prove that. Tau v is equal to 1 plus rho v value zt minus z0 by zt plus z0. So that tau v is equal to zt plus z0, zt plus z0 plus zt minus z0. Plus and minus get cancelled, and therefore tau v is equal to 2 zt by zt plus z0, which was proved. So that tau v is equal to 1 plus rho v, rho I is equal to minus rho v, and finally what I have to get is tau I, which is equal to I refracted divided by IF, I refracted divided by IF. What is that I refracted? IF plus IR by IF, that is 1 plus IR by IF, 1 plus IR by IF. What is IR by IF? IR by IF, here we have written it as rho I, mean to say that its value is 1 plus rho I, 1 plus rho I. Then its value will become 1 plus, what is rho I? Rho I have defined here it as rho I, which is equal to z0 minus zt by z0 plus zt, z0 minus zt, z0 minus zt by z0 plus zt. If you simplify it, you will get 2 z0 by z0 plus zt for further simplification. Finally, we get that tau I value as 2 z0 by zt plus z0. Once again we repeat the overall views. Total 4 coefficients are there: rho v, rho I, tau v, tau I. Rho v value, equation 1, zt minus z0 by zt plus z0. Rho I value, minus of that, z0 minus zt by z0 plus zt, as this value, rho I. Tau v value is equal to 2 zt by zt plus z0, whose formula is equal to 1 plus rho v. Tau I value is equal to 1 plus rho I. Altogether, tau is always equal to 1 plus rho. If you check it, see here, this is tau v, which is equal to 1 plus rho v. Tau I, 1 plus rho I. Altogether, either for the voltages or for the currents, the tau value is always equal to 1 plus rho. Okay. So altogether, we have confined the coefficients, and finally, what I want to discuss here is, once if you get rho v, put minus for that, you will get rho I. So that you will get rho v and rho I immediately. Later, for tau v, you can get it as 1 plus rho v, and for tau I, you can get that as 1 plus rho I. Okay, as simple as that. Will be discussed in the next coming classes.